Episode 1, The Willow Tree. The sounds of birdsong echoed through Willow Clan's camp as Dapplethweep and Orangeclaw sat together, right after their warrior ceremony. It was unbearably quiet. Orangeclaw shifted in place, playing with a dead leaf nearby as Dapplethweep watched him. Orangeclaw himself nearly tripping his own tail. "You're going to trip," Dapplethweep muttered, shifting on her paws. "Aren't we not supposed to talk?" he replied, flicking his tail curiously as he whispered back. "Never mind." Dapplethweep looked away, watching the sun peek over the horizon. It was a pretty sight, really, watching the hues of oranges, purples, pinks, and reds paint the sky lightly. Dapplethweep, Orangeclaw. A voice interrupted her thoughts, making her look back at their leader, Wispy Star. "You can go rest now. Your vigil is over." The she-cat dismissed them, flicking her tail and making her way back to High Peak, a tall rock that 1 minute. Sorry. There's an argument going on. Anyways, a tall rock that acted as a ledge in the middle of the clearing, usually for gatherings. The leader's den, Wispy Star's den, located underneath, brambles covering the entrance. "Yes, ma'am," Dapplethweep replied, standing up and getting ready to pad on over to the warrior's den, before getting stopped by Orangeclaw. "Okay, so sudden, but I want to show you something, like really badly." She stared at the Tom. He stared back, his pale blue eyes pleading for her to come with. "Fine," she sighed, turning back to the other. He'd always been a persistent classmate, despite his cheerfulness and positivity. "Yes! Thank you so much. I promise we'll get back, really quickly. Now come on. I promise it's really cool." Orangeclaw, with a boost in his paw steps, pattered over to Willow Clan's entrance, located behind High Peak and covered with all sorts of plants, brambles, thorned branches, etc. "They should really remove these thorns. They keep tugging on my pelt," Dapplethweep murmured, kicking away a thorn on her left hind leg. "That's because you have pretty thick fur, Dapple. Meanwhile, Orangeclaw tripped on a bramble, rolling down the hill and landing in a patch of daisies, laying on his back. Dapplethweep snickered, and Tom made an offended face. "Rude!" he exclaimed, but even he was starting to laugh a bit. "Okay, maybe a little funny. Help me up, please?" "Sure," she replied, stepping carefully as she came down from the camp entrance/exit, leaping down from a rough patch of rocks and landing beside Orangeclaw. Dapplethweep grabbed him by the scruff, digging her teeth gently down into the orange fur and pulling him up. "Psh, like my mom," Orangeclaw muttered, shaking daisies off his pelt as she put him back down. "Calm down, you're fine." She flicked a daisy off his forehead before saying playfully, "You're it." "What? You're so on," Orangeclaw said as Dapplethweep took off, racing through the forest in an attempt to escape. She ducked underneath a fallen tree log, her paws kicking sand behind her as she sprinted away from the shoulder, nearly tripping over a birch root as she attempted to swerve the opposite direction. Dapplethweep failed, her claw getting caught as she tripped over her paws. Oof! She landed on her back, the sky appearing to spin. Idiot. Oh, this is the spot I wanted to show you, Dapple. Get up. Orange Claw giggled, helping the dizzy she got up as she looked to where he was referring, her eyes widening. It was a tall willow tree with flowers growing along its branches, clinging to their vines and disappearing in the long, drooping leaves of the willow tree, lit up by the morning dawn light. This was beautiful, Orange Claw, she breathed, standing up. But she caught a scent, metallic, sharp. Is it supposed to smell that way? Dappled commented, furrowing her eyebrows. Orange Claw looked at her in confusion. What? He seemed to smell it too, opening his jaws. No? Orange Claw frowned as Dappled approached the tree, sniffing, but there, before turning to see the behind of the tree trunk and gasped in shock. Holy Star Clan. Sitting there in a mangled heap was Nimblestep, one of Willow Clan's queens and the eldest queen. Orange Claw looked at Dappled in confusion, padding over to take a look, and took a sharp intake of air himself. Is that Nimblestep? What happened to her? He whispered softly, taking a step back. Why is she here? And that, my friends, is the end of episode 1. Hope you enjoyed it. I forgot to state, at the start of the episodes, you can mute me if you want, like, turn down your sound and just read through it yourself. But yeah, I'll be reading it as an audiobook. Okay, goodbye.